Hey photographers, today we are going to use this tool to turn this into this. So we're going to take our phones and use that as a camera, and we're going to use the Lightroom app. And what we're going to do is take our iced flowers, and you can see that these flowers are in layers. So we have this bottom layer that we put in, we let that freeze, and then I added another layer of leaves and a few more dandelions, and then I put these dandelions on top. So that's why we get such layered colors and layered textures. So I'm just going to put this in the window to give the full impact of light coming through all pieces of this. And I'm going to use the Pro version of the Lightroom phone app, the camera part of it, line up the image. And from here, I'm going to use my aperture, I'll use my shutter speed, and I will brighten that up to make that look pretty cool. There we go. And the photo that we've got looks like this. Let's see what we can do with that in the Lightroom app and in Snapseed. Go back here to all our photos. And there's the photo that we took. That one looks pretty cool. We also have this one. So we're going to take this photo and let's do an edit. We'll crop it. Now it's saying a 3x4, so we're just going to say let's just do custom so that we don't have to fight that. Try and not lose that cool stuff on the top. Well, I don't think we'll be able to save that one, but we could save the top left. Let's rotate this a little bit. Maybe we can clean that up a little bit. Let's find out. Let's just see what we can do. So we'll go like this and we'll see if we can salvage that edge somehow, some way. Okay, right there. And click OK. So we've cropped it, and now we'll hit auto. Oh no, I don't like that one. So we'll click the button to undo that one. We'll go with our light and our exposure. We'll make that a little more deep. We can increase the contrast a little bit. How about our highlights? That's low highlights. A little bit there. How about our shadows? We can darken our shadows. We can open them up. I think in this case, we'll lighten them up a bit, but we'll keep some of that detail there. And the whites, if we open that up, that looks pretty good. I'm looking for some saturation, so we'll deal with that one. Let's go to details, sharpening. We definitely want to sharpen this image a little bit. That looks a little better. Noise reduction, maybe just a little tiny bit. It's hard to tell on the screen with noise reduction, to be honest with you. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So from here, I'm going to say, if I can go edit in, so it's going to edit the photo down to a render, and then I'm going to take that into Snapseed. Oh, look at that. You can't do it from there. So what we'll do is we will export the image. Export to camera roll. All right, so that did a good job. So we'll go down here and type in Snapseed. Boom. Open that one up. Tap anywhere to open a photo. That's the one we want. So let's just check out some of the different presets that are here. See if any of them stand out to us. I like smooth. Let's see. Oh, actually, I really like pop. So I'm going to just take that one. Let me see morning. I like pop quite a bit. I don't like morning. So we'll start with pop. And I'll click to accept that. Then I'll go to my tools, details, and structure. We'll just bring a little more detail in. Sharpening, let's just sharpen that a little bit more. Tools, let's do a curves adjustment layer. And you can see a lot of blues. So I'm going to go here to the blues, and let's see if we just dump the blues out. No, we don't like that. So let's just take blues out from the middle. If we drop this down, we introduce more yellows. Right there, and you can see it gets a lot more yellow, so the vibrancy of the yellows goes up. So we'll bring this across, take it out from the shadows, bring this down. Oh, we don't want to bring it down too much. And we don't even want to bring it across, we just sort of want to pull to reduce the blues. Okay, that's good. Getting there. Tools, let's look at tune the image. Brightness, bring that up. Not too bright. Contrast, we can add a little more contrast. It'll make the centers of the dandelions stand out a little more. Saturation, this is where you can go crazy, or you can sort of make this a little more subdued. And I think I want to make it a little more subdued because of ambiance. You can see that that gives more of that detail that's there. So I want to keep that. Yeah, I want to keep as much of that as possible. Highlights, let's just see. Now we can fade that ever so slightly, fade that ambiance a little bit. That looks good to me. Shadows, bring that back down a little bit. Warmth, this is where we introduce more, we get rid of the blue. So we'll get rid of some of it, not all of it. So I think that looks good. Let's check out some drama. Ooh, Bright 2 looked pretty cool. Bright 1, there's details. That looks a little too angry. Yeah, I don't like any of that. I do like Bright 2, but let's take the filter strength down to 0. So that's what we originally start with. So let's bring that up just a little bit. And saturation, might have to bring some of that back. There we go. That looks good to me. Let's see with grunge, if there's anything here worth... No, I don't like this at all. Let's see with the green. I like that, but let's just take that style all the way back to 0 and bring that up just a little. Green. I think that looks good. Okay, and maybe the style just down a little bit. Not too much of that. Tonal contrast, let's just check that out. Nope, don't want to play with that. Vintage. Nah. Might fit this, but I don't think I want to. But I will do a vignette on this one, so we're going to go with a white vignette. So we click on the outside. There we go. That'll fade that edge in kind of the way we want it to make it look a little more natural. I thought we'd be able to get rid of some of this, but I don't know. It's not looking good. So I think I might have to crop it. Didn't want to crop it, but I'm going to crop it. There we go. Click. Tools, and as we know, frames is the thing. So I do like frames. Oh, I like that one. And with this one, we can decide how much of that frame. So we could, I think we want to keep as much of that frame as we can. I think that's the spot. There we go. Then we go click and export. And we're done. So that is our project.